Hello all and good evening, it's Jules again and welcome back to the channel. I'm just jumping on to do the second video in my series regarding doing a comparison of some of the decks I have to the original Rider-Waite-Smith deck here. The main point of it is to show people who are struggling learning the meanings and all that sort of thing of the traditional card, that there are many other ways you can learn the cards, and probably ways that will help you learn the cards by trying different techniques. So as mentioned, one of the main techniques which have worked for me is using my intuition. A lot of people, as I said, come and use your intuition, and that'll help you not only learn the cards but also choose the decks, and when you get decks you like, you'll learn it and it'll stick. So yeah, that's what I've done and it's helped me. With the decks here, I've got the original deck here. As you can see, I've got the Biddy Tarot deck and the Light Seers deck and the Wild Unknown deck. So they're the ones I'd like to do a comparison with, and you can see there's a lot of differences between them, so they can be interpreted in all different ways. So the Biddy Tarot deck I find is a lot more modern than the original deck. With the original deck, it's obviously been made in the 1900s, early 1900s, so it's in the past, especially with a lot of the things that are involved. And most of the characters in there are white, so there's not a lot of diversity. This day and age, we need to sort of be a bit more open with how we think. So this deck is very diverse and it's very modern. And the beauty of this deck here is there's no sort of, I guess, facial expressions. The faces are blank, so it gives you another way to interpret the cards, so which is great. This one here is a wonderful fool. She's just closing her eyes, looking up into the sky, has the amethyst in her hand falling back, so she's just trusting and just going to fall back into the flower of life. And yeah, it's certainly a wonderful card and can be interpreted a lot of different ways. And also the final card here is the little duckling taking a step off its little twig branch. Shall I fly? Will I fall? Energy is nice and calm. Yeah, it's a wonderful little sort of way to get the same message across, sort of thing. By the way, this card I call my seed card because it is like a spark, a seed, a new idea. You're just being pretty much brought into existence. The next card is my manifestation card, or the magician card. This fellow, as I say, is very traditional. He's white, obviously surrounded by roses and all that sort of thing here. Once again, very diverse, nice little colour scheme, and yeah, it's very obviously similar, but as I say, a lot more modern. This one here is very, very modern. They've got a hoodie on, they've got shorts on, looks like they've been meditating, and then he's manifesting something in front of him. Looks like a bit of a whirlpool or some form of sort of magic happening in front of him. So yeah, that's wonderful with all the colours involved here. And then this one here with the cheetah and the tools and the infinity symbol, and looking to the future, and yeah, he's got this little point of energy which he's focusing on. So yeah. Next card is one of my most favourite cards of the deck because it's helped me get to where I am, or getting to where I am. And it's the High Priestess card. It's all about connecting to your higher self and going back and you knowing that you've got this connection with you the whole time. That will never change. So if you're feeling lost, get back to yourself, inner self, the higher self. It's all based what this card means. So once again, the traditional card, white, traditional black and white poles, everything like that. The Biddy Tarot is the more modern sort of look of it, different colours, no facial expression. And then this is the Light Seers. So this is someone who's more in our era, someone who's sort of got the earrings, and someone who's look like their eyes closed, even though you can still see the eyes here. So, the eyes are closed, but you can still see. And then you've got the final card here, which is the tiger. So there's a lot of ways and different ways you can interpret these cards. And the next card is the mother card, I like to say. So as I say, very traditional. This little card here. As I say, she's got all the things of the, things like crops around her, trees, waterfalls. She's got the dress there, the pearls. So it's all very traditional, and an age that's not ours. So, and this interpretation here by Biddy Taro is wonderful. It's got the nice modern colours, the diverse darker skin. Obviously the nice modern colours just make it a lot more softer and more wonderful to interpret. The light says is obviously this one's the mother, she's the mother of the world, hence the belly here, and she's got fish there as a cape, and she's got a scepter there, the stars, so very in touch with the universe. And then the final card is the card for the Wild Unknown, which is based on a tree, and yeah, same sort of thing, surrounded by abundance. A lot of ways you can interpret this, so there's a lot of variety here. And this card I like to call my Sergeant Major card, because it's a card that you don't want to mess around with. He's in control, he's in charge. He teaches you what you need to do structurally, teaches you what to do, how to do it, when to do it, and but yeah, it's a very, very I guess forceful card, and yeah, that's the message I get out of it. Then again, you come down to these cards here, and it's a different sort of interpretation. This one here is, as I say, a lot more modern. He's got different colours around him, and it's not as harsh. This card here is he's basically someone who's in our area. He's got a nice shirt on, the pants, shoes, and he's it's all about strategy with this fellow, and he's obviously getting some thoughts from above. So yeah, this one here is just a same sort of thing, but a different message as a tree. Stand firm. A lot of ways to interpret those. And the next card is the Priest card, and it's all about rules, regulations, spiritual leaders, religious leaders, all that sort of thing there. So once again, back in the day, looks like a couple of monks there, with the sort of priest. And this is a sort of a more modern take of it, and it's a little bit softer. It's not as harsh. This is a wonderful card. It's a very, very happy card. Stairway to Heaven. Yeah, it's if you want to get to that Stairway to Heaven, yeah, he's the guy that you need to discuss things with and everything like that. So that's what I get out of this card. So yeah, it's wonderful. And then you have this card here, which is the Wild Unknown, which is the Crow, and the Crow is the master of all the things that are unseen, and he knows all the ins and outs of everything, and that's why he holds the key. So there you go. And the next card is my Temptation card, as I like to say, or the Lovers card. As you can see, this is based on the Adam and Eve sort of thing, and the little fella here, he's looking at the woman going, well, can I be tempted? Shall I be tempted? Shall I just follow my temptation? And he's got the little fire behind him, and then all she's focused on is the angel there, and she's obviously thinking about, I just want to follow God, I don't want to be tempted in any way. So she's got her back to the snake. So yeah, that's what I get out of this one too. And this one here is a very similar sort of thing, but a lot more diverse. Love it, love the colours. This is a very passionate card as well. It's really good for readings to do with relationships and stuff like that, because of the meanings in this one here. So yeah, it's lots of colour and lots of diversity, and very, very modern. This one here is the obviously Unknown deck, and as you can see, it's another one based around energy, working in tandem, partnerships. Yeah, so another range of different interpretations with these cards compared to the original. And then we've got my card, which I named the Determination card, because it's all about determination, will, strong willpower, and all that sort of thing. As we say, we've got the traditional one here with the castles and everything in the background. This one here is a lot more modernized, different colors, no facial expression, so once again, very good to interpret. This one here is obviously, this guy's really cool, calm and collected on top of the carriage here. No reins, no nothing. He's got the black and white horses there, which are opposite, and they obviously want to go in opposite directions, but this guy's got it under full control. And this one here is the horse again. Everything's all lined up energy-wise, and he's moving forward, controlling everything. This is another favourite card of mine in the deck, the Strength card. It's all about strength with compassion, so she's obviously in a nice white gown there with garlands and everything like that, so very, very traditional. This one here is a similar sort of thing, but it's a lot more modern, a lot more diverse, that sort of thing, which I love. This one here is she's in a modern era. She's got modern dress on, she's got a nice little heart there, modern little lamb, and she's obviously half lion, half person, so she's got the lion within her, and she's got infinite strength, but with lots of compassion. This here is my most favourite card I've come across. It's the strength card for the wild unknown deck, excuse me, and beautiful. Look at that, you know, the old lion with the old rose in the mouth. Strength with compassion, lots of energy in this card, so lots of ways to interpret all these ones here. And this is my solo card, getting out there and alone and reflecting on life, basically. So yeah, once again, the traditional card there, the old wise hermit following his inner light there. Similar sort of thing. The thing I love about this is the colour, the purple and all that sort of stuff there, and it just gives it a lot of softer look. This one here is obviously really looking into yourself, getting into yourself, and enough to make you float and shine that light out to the universe. You also, I get that this one is you're helping people around you as well, because you've left a little light there to guide them as well, and also you've lit up all the footpath here with little guiding lights as well, so that's wonderful. And then the old hermit here, good old turtle, wise, he's sucked himself into his home, and he's just contemplating, reflecting, and going to follow his inner light. And finally, for this little video, we'll look at the Wheel of Fortune. Once again, we've got the original one here. It's a lot more traditional, the angels and all that sort of stuff around. The Biddy Tarot one is a lot more modern, obviously with the gold here and the blue and the purples. Love it, and it's just a nice little interpretation there. This one here is obviously a bit more us, because there's a lot of I guess gambling and things like that around, so it's based on the old gambling chip here. She's also got a dice around her neck, and she's just reaching her arms out, so it's all about, you know, luck, and sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. This card here is all about you know, the life we've put together, and you can see inside here there's all these little ribbons, different coloured ribbons running around, and it's all tangled up. So that's our life. We lead a tangled up life, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, just like the Wheel of Fortune says. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. Another fantastic variety of cards, and you know, different cards you can understand easier, especially because they're more our era as well. So yeah, so this is the deck, or first part of the deck of the Major Arcana anyway. So I'll wrap this up now, and I'll get on to the second half shortly. I'd just like to say thanks for joining me again. If you have any other queries, questions, comments, please drop them below. Please subscribe, and I'll catch up to you next time, and God bless.